We want to say good morning, Infinity. Good morning, y'all. Got my yoga folks in the house today. And good morning to you at home. I want to thank you for being patient with us as we open the way today. For those who do not know, there have been tons of storms across the southeast and continually here at Infinity, which is on the northeast side of Nashville, Tennessee, at the center in a residential neighborhood. We've had power outages go on and off, on and off, on and off, sometimes several times in a day. So while we have worked to get our battery backups going and to get those technological accoutrements in order, we're very, very grateful that we're still able to get here today on Sunday. We had to unplug smoke detectors and do all kind of weird things this week, but we're here and we're grateful for you. So I invite you to join me for the opening of the way, after which you can remind your folks that we are absolutely here and we're exactly where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be here. So take a deep breath in with me and then just let it go. Take another deep breath here with me and let it go. Continue to breathe something like this. Add to the practice the closing of your eyes. And for just a few brief moments, let us enjoy the gift of life that is inherent within us, demonstrated by our ability to breathe without thinking about it. When we breathe without thinking about it, when we make a conscious choice to think about it, makes us aware of the miracle of life. And so this space of breath awareness allows us to inhale and to think about those things that may have stressed us out this week, to exhale, to release them into the atmosphere, to let go of them, to leave them in the past. From this space of release with each inhale, check in with your body if there are stress pain places, if there are places where your muscles are tight, your body is contracted. Then on the exhale, just release them. Release all the tension and let it go into the atmosphere. As we bring ourselves to a centered state of awareness, I invite you to add to your practice in this moment the bowing of your head, the opening of your heart, the tuning into the God of all creation, the God of your acceptance and understanding, the God of rejuvenation, the God of Christ, of Krishna, of creation itself, the light, Olodumare, Jehovah, Allah, that God of your acceptance and understanding. Tune in and feel that energy bringing you alive right now, reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be, encouraging you to be a yes right now in divine awareness as we open the space in prayer. All wise and all knowing, loving God, we give thanks in this moment for this gathering in this space. Thank you for the Infinity Fellowship and what it is in the world and what it continues to be over the last 8 years. This is the year of transcendence. This is the year of recognizing that just like the phoenix bird, the Bennu bird in ancient times, that in the fiery furnace, that even from those ashes we rise. And we rise to meet today's challenges. We accept that we go through these obstacles and turn them into opportunities because we are aware that you are always here with us. You are in our hearts, you are in our minds, you are in our spirits. And today, for Yoga Sunday, yes, you are even in our bodies. And so as you are a creator who is present all the time, we give thanks. We open this service today in gratitude. Thank you for bringing us from a mighty long way. Thank you that throughout the challenges that we are still standing. We want to specifically send energy into the world for those who have struggled this week with their awareness of who they truly are. Those who faced obstacles that broke them down to the ground, made them have to hold on sometimes by a thread, but because they're under the sound of my voice, they made it. They made it here to the right now. And that means something wonderful. It means that you are always here, that even in the midnight hour, even in the early rising of the morning, you are always present. And when you are on the scene, nothing can stop us. Nothing can hold us back. As we move through this year with purpose now, as we move through this year with awareness now, as we move through this day with a commitment to be here, to physically move ourselves to a space of awareness, we recognize that we are here to change this world for the better, and we are grateful for it. And so we speak traveling grace for those who are on the highways and byways today, to those who are going to and from breaks and vacations, to those who are traveling for work, for those who are at home right now practicing with us, for those who are in the parks, for those of us who are in the rec centers, who are having us beaming through their earphones, who are saying, on this day, we're going to make sure we make a commitment to our health. We send a coverage to them, stretch their bodies in a new way, bend and mold them in a powerful new way. Let them receive the messages and the revelations that they get from being here in this day today. For these things and others that we cannot put into words, we simply say thank you. We breathe in, we exhale and release. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. And so it is. Let us prepare for our pouring of libations. As we prepare for our pouring of libations, we invite you to begin to think about those ancestors, those people in your family, those people in your community who have transitioned to the space of life after life. We always pause to open a way for them because we recognize that absence in this physical body means presence with the divine creation. We're going back to where we came from, y'all. And so we recognize that that energy is never created or destroyed. It only changes form. People cease to exist when we no longer remember them. And so I invite you at home and in the space today to think about those folks that you want to remember. Call on your peoples, as they say. If we were standing on the corner, we pour out a little bit off the top of the bottle. So it's only reasonable that if we can do that for the brothers and the sisters who ain't here, we could definitely do it in the spiritual space. The spiritual space is where that practice comes from. Little did we know that all the way to ancient times, we have paused to represent the living with the water into the earth that represents what happens to these earth suits when we no longer need them. And so we're grateful right now. And as we think about those names, we want to go and pour into our altar, into our plant. And as we pour, we use the Yoruba word ashe. Say ashe with me. I'm glad y'all said ashe and not ashe with me, because that would have sometimes my infinity folks be funny. They're going to say the whole phrase. So as we say ashe, it means essence, it means life, it means spirit, it means power. Such a wonderful and powerful word for so many principles and for so many thoughts. So we pour into the earth and we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house today, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, ashe. Pour into the energies of the north, where we receive our direction, where we commit to be a yes today. Be a yes in all things. Don't be a no. Commit to that spiritual practice, ashe. To the energies of the south, remembering where we came from whence we came, whose we are, and who we are, ashe. To the energies of the sun and the rising sun of the east, recognizing that today We got another chance to do it all over again. Yesterday is gone. We can't get it back. So stop fooling with it. Ashe. To the energies of the West, when the sun goes down, we still got the light of the moon and the stars. So you're never, ever alone, as Sister Kanitha would say and sing. Ashe. To the grounding below us, recognizing that when we put down our roots, we demonstrate who we are, and we are proud to be people who are part of humanity, a brilliant and beautiful humanity that reflects the God inside each and every one of us. Ashe. To that beautiful sky above us, that space of our dreams, where we get to see a blank landscape, and then bring into manifest reality those things that we see that are just for us to put into the world. Ashe. And to the seventh direction, the space of the human heart, that is the space where all roads come together. That seventh direction in the Lakota tradition, and that space itself is where we hold our dreams and our purpose. Ashe. And now we remember those who came before. As we begin to pour, I've got a couple of different names. I'm going to send out a shout out to my big cuz, Brother Larry Harris, and his transition, and giving thanks for his family, for Sister Jeanette Harris, who's watching and with us. Thank you so much for the gift and blessing that you both have been. But we send our energy up to Brother Larry and his style and grace that I hope to continue on with. Ashe. And of course, without a doubt, we've got to send out a libation to the man who once left his heart in San Francisco, one of the greatest ever. So great that I'm using one of his quotes for meditation today. It's powerful. To the legendary Tony Bennett. Ashe. 96 years old. 96 years old. Tony Bennett pointed out culturally what a wonderful life. He pointed out that when they asked him about the music of Elvis Presley, I love the quote that he said. He said, Elvis sings country music, and in America, that's white folks' music. It's awesome. He said, I sing jazz. Jazz is black music, created by black people in New Orleans, and I'm proud to sing it. He said, I met Elvis, and he was one of the most handsome people I've ever met in my life, but I didn't care too much about the music. So I said, Tony Bennett keeps it real, 100%. So he says, I'm a jazz. I'm with my folk, and that's awesome. Ashe. So at this time, let us call those names aloud at home. You can type those names in the box as well. Check in with us and let us know where you are and where you're beaming in from, and call those names aloud as we play and pour these next few pours of water. Ashe. Haywood H. Carr, Catherine Carr, Queen Mother Bernice Brunson, Queen Mother Zulu Ursary, Queen Mother Dorothy Smith, Queen Mother Melba Sewell, all those who come before us, the Dozier, those who come for us, Frazier, and Louise Frazier, Larry Harris, Tony Bennett, all those W. Cox, all those who in this space today. And for the children in the womb, world, and yet unborn, we pour and say, Ashe, 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 oh! And so it is. Today's meditation that we turn to comes from the great Tony Bennett, who said, quote, I have grown to appreciate the power of believing in myself and of always having faith in myself. I rarely look back. Instead, I always look forward. There's so much of life that we miss when we wallow in regret. End quote. Love. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Let us be grateful. Are we grateful to be here today? All right, let's generate some gratitude in the chat today by saying good morning to you. We want you to say something that you're grateful for. Let us know where you're coming in from, and we will shout you out in the space today as we are able to. If we see our chat tab. Yes, I see my chat tab. So we sing good morning to you, and that's how we do it. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say da 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 da. Da 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 da. So as we say good morning to you today, y'all know that I am grateful that we had a backup microphone. So I don't know how we're going to do it. I was telling Sister Alicia that I might have to do like they used to do in the 60s and 70s when you had a wireless microphone. They would just have a chain around the microphone. It would be hanging around your neck. We're going to do it. So through 2 other mics and another mic that's in my packet, we're going to make it happen. So I am grateful that we have a way to still communicate. I'm grateful for this live stream. I'm grateful for the energy in the space today. So let's go and see what we're grateful for in the space today. I'm going to say hello to Sister Lakeisha, who is in the house today. I got Brother Tyrell Lindsley is in the house today. We know that you're traveling, you're on the road, you're doing work, you're putting it in, brother. We welcome you to the space today. We got Leslie in the house today. I'm used to seeing you over there in that corner, Leslie, 4 Sundays. We're going to get back to that. It's been a hot summer, but good to see you in the space. Sister Angie Bartlett-Treese is in the house today. We got Hendrix in the house today. Love it, rise and shine in the space today. Scroll it on down, Daniel. I think I got some more folks at the bottom. Yes. All right, good to see you. We've got Brother Tyrell says he's coming at us from Louisville, Kentucky. Grateful for strong family connections. That is awesome. Sister Felina, great to see you in the space today, coming in from Wisconsin. Grateful to be able to practice yoga today. All of us. Yes. Sister Winnie Nobles, good to see you, Winnie. Good to see you in the space. Grand Rising, grateful for my new home from Kigali. Oh, we got Rwanda in the house. So we got international energy in the house today. Sister Tashana is in the house, and she is saying, oh, happy day, love and light. Sister Lakeisha is grateful to be practicing with the family today. Yes, we're grateful, we're grateful, we're grateful. So we've got you in that space today, y'all. We want to say welcome to everyone as we are in the grateful space today. And Daniel, I think from that space of gratitude, we've said good morning. We want to welcome our visitors in the space today. And I want to say welcome to Infinity. So I'm going to put up on the screen for those of you who are at home a welcome slide. If this is your first time at Infinity, we want you to take a picture of the slide. Actually, you don't have to take a picture. You just hold your phone up to the screen. It's a QR code. It will direct you to a form that you fill out. And in that filling out of the form, we can send you a little love note, let you know we love you and we're here for you. And then when you bring it in person, next Sunday, when you bring it in person, we'll give you a little gift too as well. So we like to let you know that we see exactly who you are. And Dehana's in the house today and Zola's in the house today. She says she's grateful for yoga. So Zola, we're grateful for you as well. We're grateful to have everybody in the house so that we can welcome you. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, and I am the Chief Spiritual Officer at Infinity Fellowship. I go by Rev Jeff here in the space. This is Yoga Sunday. It's unique. The Spirit invented Yoga Sunday all over 8 years ago. Where on 4th Sundays, we practice yoga because it doesn't do us any good if we get our minds right, if we get our spirits right, but then our bodies are failing. So as part of spiritual practice, that's what Yoga Sunday is. We push ourselves, we move ourselves to take these principles inside the body. So we welcome you and let you know that we see you for who you truly are. You're not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience, but it's the other way around. You are a spirit navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so if you're with your family or friends, stretch your hands to them in the space. We'll stretch our hands to each other. And for those of you who are there solo, stretch your hands to the screen or just open your palms to the sky and receive what I'm about to tell you. You can repeat it if you like. That's always awesome, so that we can know that you see us too. But this is some way that we welcome you to infinity today. Take a deep breath. Exhale and just let it go. Good. And if you're looking at somebody, look in their eyes. And if you're here, I got you. Ready? Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to grow, to learn, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. I say, oh, hey, hey, get your dance on, get your groove on, open it up now, get your groove on, hey, 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 shake it out, because we're going to be dancing in here in a minute. So get it going, get it going, get it flowing, get it flowing, get it going and get it flowing. Hey, oh, hey, oh. All right. So we're in the space now, and we got that energy in the space. Everything is good. We got so many good things happening here in the world with infinity, and so many spaces that we welcome you to. This is the time where we do our sacred offering. So y'all, we're about to hit these mats. We're about to get on here and do this flow. But before that, we're going to do what enables us to even be here in the first place. And that is giving. Let's give it up for giving. We are about to give right now. So I want you to pull out your phones. I want you to get everything in order that you need to give. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via snail mail to 641 West Nocturne Drive. You know, we got a slide for that. You can also give. I think I gave all the platforms. That's 3 platforms that you can give. But listen, giving is a valuable part of any community. And one thing that I know is that I have never wanted to be a kind of person who wanted to receive, take, and never give back. I've seen some of the amazing things that happen in my life happen because I tune my frequency to the spirit of giving. So for those of you who are out there who may be having some struggles, who may be having some hard times, who may be dealing with lack, I'm going to ask you at this moment to seriously just do a body scan, to do a mind scan, and ask yourself what your vibrational frequency is. Are you in a space where you feel like there's never enough? Are you in a space where you feel like, well, one day when I give or when I hit that $1 billion lotto, then I'm going to start giving in? Well, you can't, because you only can receive what you are. You only receive what you are. You get what you focus on through spiritual practice. When you become a giver, then you're telling God, you're telling the universe, that's what I receive. I receive the giving, and you can't beat God giving. There's so much abundance in the world that I love it, that no matter what comes to me, I can take off my 10%. I can take off whatever God puts on my heart, and I can give back, especially to the space that gives me my spiritual food. And for me, that space is Infinity Fellowship. For many of you, this space is Infinity Fellowship. It's a special space, y'all. And we're so glad that you've been able to be with us through these 8.5 years, and that we are going toward the second half of this year with strength and with power. So when I'm going into our meetings this week, or later at the end of the week, and we're talking about the housing that we're going to build and the people that we're going to help, we're going to do it because we're doing it together. So prepare your mind for giving right now. Pull out your devices. I'm going to go get my device too. Yeah, it's over there. So I want you to prepare your mind for giving right now. We're going to give from a space of knowing that everything is good. Grab your device, take a deep breath, exhale, let it go. Feel that space of love, feel that space of light, feel that space of abundance, of freedom. Awesome. Repeat after me. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. Let us say together our offertory affirmation. We will bring it up on the screen for our giving. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Let us give it this time. Yes. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. And I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Yeah. Come on and sing it with me. Everything is good. Everything. Oh, everything is good. Everything is good. And I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, let's sing it now. Everything is good. Everything is good. Sing it at home with me. And I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, let's go and sing it. Everything is good. Clap your hands at home. Now everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Yeah. Everything is good. Yeah. Everything is good. And I got it. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, yeah. I've got it. I'm dancing. That's how good I feel. My kids will imitate me in the back, y'all. I don't care, because I got it good. Giving, putting it out. This is what it's about. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Oh, got it good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Y'all ready for it? Because now we got our giving done. Those of you who are giving even on the replay, get on in there and make that contribution, make that donation, put into the fellowship. Let's keep this thing rocking and rolling with so much souling. We're going to keep giving till we're 100 and how many years older? I don't remember what it is. How can it roll in so much soul like a rock till 101, 99 years old, 101? I don't know. Tony Bennett got to 96. I think that's pretty doggone awesome. So we're going to give and speak life and prosperity into your world as we continue to go and continue to grow. Kai is on the cameras and she's operating. So I'm very grateful for our technology today. Again, I'm grateful we were able to come back and to get back into the space for Yoga Sunday today. Grateful to see that everybody is coming together. So look, roll out your mats. Clear the space on the floor, even if you're just tuning in, live at a replay, and you say, I didn't know it was Yoga Sunday today. It doesn't matter. If you have some movement issues, yoga is for everybody. So do what your body allows you to do. Don't go any further than your body will allow you to go. Yoga is not about pain. It's not about trying to push yourself beyond the stretching boundaries of human limitation. No, yoga is about peacefulness. It's about exploring yourself. And it's most importantly about you listening to your body. So I want you all to listen to your body today as we prepare to do this yoga. Find a comfortable space on the floor. Again, yoga is not about pain. Yoga is about experience. So as we come to this space, the message will come through the movement. But I want you to think about one word today. Tap. Everybody say tap. Tap. All right, turn to somebody and say, tap it. Tap it. That's all I want you to remember for now. We've been going through the 10 virtues as a message series. If you have been watching Infinity, then you know that we started with the first Sunday of the month with control of thought. That's the T. We moved to the second ancient principle, control of action. That's the A. We moved to the third purpose last Sunday. If you missed it, catch the replay. It was steadfastness of what? Purpose. T-A-P. Tap, baby. That's what we're doing today. Thought, action, purpose. Now we're putting it all in the body. So let us prepare in this moment. Come to a seated position on your mat. I'm going to do what I can with this practice, but again, my microphone is somewhat limited. You all know that this is real time. This is real energy. And you all know that I will also be very, very honest every time I talk to you. When I tell you that we pull one antenna, I pull one antenna off of one mic, the battery was not working in that one, then the line was dead in another one. So we finally got to this one. I'm going to tell you what's in my pocket. People think, oh, don't disturb the magic of television. Don't let people, no, man, be real with folks. Look, this is my mic today. My mic today looks like you bought it at Dollar Tree and patched it up at the filling station on the corner, but it's working. So if there's a short or it pops, you might see me kind of slow down a little bit because I want to first and foremost make sure that you can hear me in the space and at home. But we are here. We're absolutely in alignment, and it shows. I didn't sweat. I didn't holler. I didn't panic because I knew that all things are working together for the good. So guess what? I had an opportunity to be more creative, and I love it. We're going to find a way to do this. No excuses. Come to the middle of your mat. Find a seated upright position. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Kai, we're going to bring us up a little bit of background music, about 30%. Kamaria will know it's on the right-hand column of the streaming window. I love having great and awesome kids. They bring so much joy to your life. Once you teach them how to do things, they also are able to work as part of the family work that you do. And I'll give y'all some payment in candy after service. How about that? So as we're in the space today, I'm going to test Kai to see if she's following us. Kai did this for money. I'm seeing if she's going to check and see if she can follow my camera there. You see me there, Kai? Do you have me? I'm trusting you. So then when I go over here, what are you going to do, Kai? I can still talk to the people. Y'all give it up at home for the Kai girls, Kai and Kamaria. They're getting us in order today. They're getting us flowing. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take down the music a little bit, Smooch, about 20%. Awesome. Kamara's trying to be DJ Smoochy Smooch today. I'm like, see, you're not Sister Felina. You need to talk to Sister Felina, you're going to be a DJ, baby. She knows how to do that. For right now, we're going to move this music. Let's find a space of stillness. Breathe in and out. And just go ahead and allow yourself to start finding your breath. Letting it find its own level. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Practice will not be super long today, but it's going to be powerful because we're going to work some things out in the body. From that space of stillness, continue to slow down the breathing. Adding to the practice, closing of the eyes from top to bottom. Sit a little bit taller. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Then move them toward the back of the room. And then lower them down toward the floor. Feeling the skin, the flesh on the back of your shoulder blades cascading down past your hips toward the floor. Relaxing as if they have become liquid syrup and are now pouring down into the floor, releasing any tension that may exist in the neck and the shoulders. Slowing the breath even more. Finding the space of stillness that brings you peace, brings you assurance that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. If you're at home sitting in the chair, use this as the meditation moment. Placing the hands now at heart center, pressing those palms together. Bowing the head gently, set your intention for today. When you set an intention for the practice, it may be just to stretch yourself a little bit more, it may be to open up a little bit more, it may be to hear from spirit, maybe to get motivation for what's next in life. Whatever that is, I'm just going to give you about 20 seconds to get your intention set and in order. Good. From that space, move your palms apart towards your shoulders, holding them in the carr position. This is the spirit position of 90 degrees. Is the spirit of openness to the universe. From there, wiggle those fingers and then shake those hands out side to side. Good. Make some circles. Good, good, good. Now come to all fours in the middle of your mat. We're going to start with some simple cat-cows. So we're going to align our bodies with our knees directly under our hips at exactly the same distance apart. Then check in with your wrists and your hands to make sure that your wrists are directly aligned under your shoulders. So as you are in that space today, don't sit back yet. Don't sit forward. And when your hands are placed, make sure that they are not forward of the body, that they are directly under the shoulders, that the knees are directly under the hips. You can tuck your toes or you can point your toes toward the back of the room. Take an inhale, lift that head up, crown toward the ceiling. Drop that navel toward the floor, arch the back, roll the shoulders back. Big inhale. Exhale, lower that head, that chin toward the chest. Round the back, lift that navel up. Inhale, opposite direction. Exhale, release. Inhale up. That's cow position. Arch that back. Exhale, drop that chin toward the chest, round the backs. Slowing it down onto a count of 4. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. A count of 6 now. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that internally in your head, slowing down the count as much as you can. Our focus with this breathing and the cat-cow exercise is to loosen the spine, to loosen the shoulders, to loosen the neck, but also to make sure that you focus on your breathing. So we want your body to only move as fast as your breath allows it to. So when you begin the inhale, you begin the movement so that when you complete the inhale and you're completely full, you are at the maximization or the maximized realization of the pose. On the exhale, the same. Keeping that count or even slowing it. Go through 3 rounds of cat-cow on your own. Awesome. Wherever you are, finish that breath. Come back to a neutral position, tabletop with a flat back. Take a deep breath in. Move your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Bring your feet together so that the big toes touch. Exhale, reach forward on your mat while sitting your butt back on your heels, child's pose. At this point, if you need a block or a pillow to place under your chest, go ahead and do that. Pressing all the way back and sitting in the position of rest, recognizing and realizing that when you are in child's pose, you're in a place of humble submission. This is a place that is excellent for praying in. There are a lot of times where you feel like, I don't know what's going on in the world. I feel completely overwhelmed. I just hit child's pose. And I say, God, take it. Feel the energy coming up through your fingertips, up through your forearms, all the way up into your back. Feel the breath as you inhale coming into the space in your lat muscles underneath your arms and the side of your body, going all the way into your hips as you sit even deeper. As you reach forward, you're spreading those fingers, pressing those palms into the earth so that there's this delightful tension moment. There's this space of reaching forward and yet sitting back. So while child's pose is a position of submission, it is also an active position. So wherever we are in the yoga experience, we want to make sure that we are actively feeling that tension, that pull, that push. And that's how we bring about balance, but it's also how we bring about strength and stability. One more deep breath in child's pose. Exhale, pressing those hands in the floor, moving the feet to the outer edges of the mat, tucking the toes, pressing back, straightening and lifting those hips toward the ceiling, up into downward facing dog. Lifting those hips, straightening the arms, straightening the legs. Downward facing dog. I'm gonna hit that mic. Always get a chance to do it before and after, which is gonna be good. So let's tighten that downward facing dog. Make sure that you're not leaning forward on your downward facing dog, because forward will make your arms scream forever. So what you do is you bend those knees for right now. Good. And as you bend those knees, arch that back, placing that butt up in the air. Good. Now your back is straight. Drop that chest toward those knees. Good. Pressing back and into the mat. And now straightening those knees, straightening those legs. and lowering back down. Fight the urge to move your chest. Fight the urge to move your chest. Forward again. Dropping that head and that chest toward the knees. Good. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands. Step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. And just hang there for a minute in a forward fold. If you'd like and you need some more power, you can get a block or a book and rest on the block or the book, the hands. You can also bend your knees. Never be afraid to bend your knees. These are modifications to the position so that it accommodates everybody's body. Bend your knees as you need to. And then find that position of stability with the four corners of your feet pressing into the mat. Good. Sway a little bit from side to side. Raise up an alternate heel just to stretch those hamstrings out a little bit. Good. Take a deep breath. And exhale, fold a little deeper if you're able to. And find the stillness in the forward fold. Now it's time for us to salute the sun, which we shall do. Inhale, exhale, drop a little deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, reaching toward the ceiling. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Relaxing from this position, we're going to say 3 utterances of the original primeval sound of the universe, which in the electrical world we use to judge power as OHM or ohms. In the spiritual world, that's why it's the power of sound that emanated before there were even words. 3 ohms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now just an inhale and an exhale here. Let's put some movement with this. Inhale, reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, taking a forward fold, keeping that chest up to the last possible minute. Inhale, come halfway up, halfway lift. Exhale into low plank or high plank, depending on who you are. This is the high plank position. This is the low plank position. Inhale, upward facing dog, pointing those toes toward the back of the room. Exhale, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Downward dog is also, as I say on Sundays, a rest position. And then people say, the heck you preach. But when you find that sweet spot, you know it's balance again. Finding that pyramid position in downward facing dog will relieve stress on the front of your body and the back of your body. Adjust accordingly. Big inhale. Exhale, look between your hands, step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take an inhale and an exhale there. This is going to be about breath. This is going to be about breath today. Finding that centering, we want to make sure we bring awareness to our grounding today. Controlling our thought is also controlling our action. Our action is our grounding. So lift those toes up, point them at 12 o'clock, not out, not in. Point them at 12 o'clock. We want to be strict about this. Everybody can pretty much do this part. Lift those toes up so that we grind in our feet into the earth without our toes. That means the inside of your foot and the outside of your foot, the ball of your foot and the edge of your foot go into the ground. The inside and the outside of your heels go into the ground. You're now digging them in. And as you're digging them in, you're lifting your quad muscles, lifting up your kneecaps towards your hips, standing straight even as you relax your shoulders. Spread those toes now and now press them into the mat. It's a great mountain pose. That's Tadasana. We're going to come back to that. Send and shoot those fingers down toward the earth, opening that chest. Good. Let's give some love to the four directions, to the energy of the north, that wonderful energy, that clear and neutral energy of the color white. Taking a deep inhale of the color white, reaching up toward the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in the color white 3 times. Final inhale. On a big exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Into your mind now, we travel around the wheel. We travel in the direction of the right. So we're going to the color of yellow. We're going to the direction of the east. Inhale up. To the east, my brother and sister, to the east. Inhaling that beautiful golden sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Drop to your knees if you need to. Rest on your knees if you need to. Let your body adjust as you need to. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths of the wonderful, brilliant color yellow. The energy of the sacral chakra. The energy of the willpower right there. Feeling it go through you. Big inhale and an exhale, blow it all out. Look to the front of your mat, step, jump, or float forward as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now we go to the direction of the south. The color is red, that beautiful heat energy that we have coming down from the south. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping that red energy, that is the root energy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling that color of red, very powerful. Red is a color of fire. It's a color of rejuvenation. It's a color of the blood that goes through our body. The blood that Jesus shed for me. Could we hold it for the whole verse of the song? Don't worry, I'm not going to do that to you. Take another deep breath. Exhale, blow it all out. Look to the front of the mat. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Finally, we get to the corner of the world that is the west. The color is black. Prepare. Inhale that darkness of the womb. Inhale all the way up. Extended mountain pose. To the direction of the west. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Lowering those hips and that butt to the ground. Lowering those knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths to complete this sequence as we're just warming our bodies up, preparing ourselves for a yogic flow. Final breath, blow it all out. Look to the front of your mat, step, jump, float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Palms together at the top. Exhale, release to heart center. Let's rejuvenate our body now. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Palms to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, last time, all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Doing an excellent job. Good. Inhale, I want you to step that left foot back. Reach those hands up. We're going to go for warrior one in this space. Warrior one position. Those of you who've been doing that yoga for a long time with me, this is actually yoga warrior one on the right side because our right foot is forward. But we get to it in this practice today by stepping that left foot back. And when you step that left foot back, reach those fingertips toward the ceiling. Engage that left quad. And the way you see it visually is lift up the kneecap so that you raise the kneecap up toward the hip, toward the pelvic area. And you're going to feel that muscle engage. That's that balance. Widen your stance, shorten your stance as you need to, but whatever you do with that front leg, make sure that that knee is directly over the ankle, creating that 90-degree angle. Short stance, still warrior one. Deeper stance, still warrior one. Long stance, still warrior one. Still awesome. Big inhale. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Let's go to the opposite side. Inhale, reach back. Check in with your body to make sure that you're balanced as well. If you're on this side and you say, I got a deeper lunge out of the first one, that's natural. Your body is going to change. One side of your body is going to react differently. It's okay. Trust yourself. Don't kick yourself in the back. It's unnecessary. Find that position of stillness and enjoy the breath. One deep breath in. Exhale, step forward. Good. Now that we've got it, let's place our hands at heart center. Inhale, step the left foot back. Warrior one. Exhale, drop that right hand forward and that left hand back and open the chest for warrior two. 3 deep breaths in warrior two. Using that motif we talked about earlier, remember, you're being pulled forward and pulled back. So it opens the chest and creates that divine tension. Just make sure the arms are even. And that you're looking just out over your middle finger. Love it. Inhale up, back to warrior one. Exhale, back to heart center. Opposite side. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Take 3 deep breaths in warrior two. So we're going to start by establishing the positions with breath. And each time we go back through the position, we only give it 1 breath because we'll then be in what's called vinyasa or a flow. Did I hear a thank you or did I hear a Jesus? I heard something coming out. Oh, I heard Jesus. I was like, I thought I heard Jesus. Like, Jesus, where you at, man? I thought. No, but you just got to take 3 slow breaths, right? But the good thing to remember for those who are at home, like the places that the more breaths you take, the better. Inhale and warrior two. And exhale. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale to the center. Watch this one. No pain in yoga. Inhale up. Warrior one with that left foot back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hold it for a few breaths. Just a few breaths here. Focusing on alignment, and I love you guys. Thank y'all for always being here for us through everything. That space of creating that alignment with that front part of the body and reaching up if you can to make a straight line. Good, there it is. Following with your gaze, your drishti, your vision, following your fingertips, sending that energy up to receive that energy. Big inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale to heart center. Continuing the movement. Inhale, stepping the right foot back. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Holding that for a few breaths. And thank you for the privilege of being able to primarily coach you through the establishment of the position on one side, so that we can therefore trust that you're going to check in to make sure that those positions are established equally on the opposite side. Thank you for staying with us. We're here. And in yoga, at any time you need to come out of the position, just come out of the position and it's going to be good. It's all good. You're on the mat right now. We're being a yes. From the reverse, take a deep breath. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to heart center. Let's continue. Get your block or your book near you if you need to. Inhale, step back. Left foot. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale into side angle pose. The side angle pose can be hands on a block on the inside of that leg. Side angle pose can be your forearm on your knee and your hand on your hip, opening that chest. It can also be reaching up, and it could also be binding for those of you who have a bind in you. This is excellent because you're stacking that left shoulder on top of the right one. Excellent, Alicia. Excellent. Lady Kanitha. Excellent. Children. Body starting to bubble and belch and maybe do some other things. This is good. It's your body saying, I'm alive. Thank you for stimulating me. From side angle, big inhale up into warrior two. And exhale. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale back to heart center. Now that we got it, step that right foot back. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Hold that side angle for just a couple of breaths. Good, long, deep breaths. I'm demonstrating one of the simplest forms. We can shorten a stance. We can lengthen a stance. We can rest that elbow there. We can stack that left shoulder on top of the right one and look up toward the ceiling. Big inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale back. Good. All right, let's keep this going. We're going to try to add triangle, and then we're going to be done with this flow. We'll go through it one more time. Good. Inhale up. Left side back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Now straighten that front leg. Reach that hand forward. Exhale into triangle pose. Again, you got a block. You can use a block in triangle pose. If you need to, you can run your hand down the front of your thigh in triangle pose. Or on your kneecap. Kneecap, triangle pose. Try to once again align those shoulders. And you almost feel as if you're doing Warrior 2, where there's a straight line with your right arm and your left arm. Press against my palm. Give that strength to open the chest. Great. Great job, great job. Triangle pose. From triangle, inhale up to Warrior 2. And exhale. Inhale up, Warrior 1. And exhale, back to heart center. Everybody's doing awesome. I feel this energy from all over the world, from Africa to Europe in between. Step that right foot back, inhale up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up. Straighten that knee, reach forward. Exhale, down, triangle pose. We'll give it a few more breaths on that side, just so that we can equalize the body. Then we're gonna add it into a flow. We're gonna get that good feeling from there. Good mini message coming today, so we want to make sure that our bodies are prepared and open to hear it. So we're only going to do a few more poses after we get this energy going in here today. Good, from that triangle pose. Inhale up to Warrior 2. And exhale. Inhale up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, y'all, let's put it all together. We ready for this? I know we are. Let's feel it. Inhale up, step back, Warrior 1. Exhale, open to Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up, Warrior 2. Straighten that knee. Exhale, down. Triangle pose. Inhale up, Warrior 2. And take an exhale. Inhale up, Warrior 1. And come back. Other side, step back, inhale up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back up. Warrior 2 and exhale. Inhale, Warrior 1. And exhale, come back to heart center. Inhale up, extended mountain pose. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale to heart center. Last time, inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Two deep breaths and in upward facing dog. This is the benefit of the upward facing dog. Good. From upward facing dog, go ahead and drop your knees to the mat if you don't have your knees on the mat already, and come to all fours. Let's get a cat-cow in just to send that spinal fluid through. So take a deep breath, take 3 cat-cows, inhaling and exhaling like we did to start the practice. Looking and feeling good. Our spines are going to thank us later. That final breath, come to a neutral position. Then just come to your knees. Go ahead and raise your body up, stacking your shoulders on top of your knees as we prepare for a camel position. So we're sitting on our knees. We're going to place our hands on our hips. We're going to bring our elbows together. The inside of our left elbow, the inside of our right elbow. We're going to bring them together behind us. Roll those shoulders back and down. And as we're bringing those elbows together, we're going to lift the chest and we're going to press that pelvis forward. That's enough. That's going to be enough for camel for many people. Pressing that pelvis forward. For others, you're going to drop those shoulders back as you press that pelvis forward. And then if you'd like a greater extension, you're going to lower the back of your head toward the floor, lifting that chin toward the ceiling, continuing to bring those elbows together, pressing at the lower back, pushing the pelvis forward, and that should be enough. For those of you who have it in your practice, you can reach behind you, resting your hands on a block, on a pillow, on a book, or even on your heels or your ankles if you have it in your practice. And that's going to be camel pose. Find the position of camel pose that's going to be great for you and hold it in the stillness. Press against my hands, outward. Good. It's opening that chest. Press against my hands now. Good. Opening that chest. You're going to poop, you're going to belch. All this is going to start happening. If it's not happening already to you right now, it's going to start happening after the practice. That is clearance. That is your body taking action and clearing negative energy and opening up your system, your digestive system, your heart system, your endocrine system. Everything is opening up now. That's what we're doing. So find that space. Good. Release and come to the top. All right. Come to a seated position on the mat. And from that seated position, we're going to extend our feet toward the front of the mat. Reach our hands behind us. Spread those fingertips. Lean back, bend those knees, and lift those feet off the mat. We're going to go to a floor boat position. I think I can, without crunching my mic, I think I can do most of that. Yes. Leave space where I won't crunch my chest. So reaching back until we find the balance, and then lifting, and then holding it there. Daniel, throw us a couple of straps right behind your head. Get it rolled up right behind that. Yeah, you can grab them there. You can hold your knees in that position, but again, fight the urge to round your back. Right? You don't want to round your back. You want to straighten your back. Thank you. Give me a couple more over there. If you'd like, you can place a strap or a towel around your feet and hold it that way. Daniel's tossing in. Thank you, sir. I love Yoga Sunday. You want some of Celicia? She's good. She's all right. So you've got that there, right? Now, if you can straighten, you can straighten. You can do this with or without a strap. Place it around the balls of your feet. If so, you can extend, point your feet, and tuck your toes. Daniel, I think she needs a strap. Alicia said, I changed my mind. Again, right here too. Or if you don't have a towel, hands, palms under your thighs or on your knees. Release all the way to the floor. All right, now we're ready for this core because we're going to work this core. Don't worry, we're going back to it. That's what, don't worry. We're going back to the core, so hold your strap or your towel close to you. Tadasana position, but on the floor like we had before. Same energy. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling all the way down. Grab your strap or your towel, inhaling all the way up. Finding that position of support and holding it for a few breaths. Yep, if you look, if you fall back, that's good. You can roll out and flip. Matter of fact, let's look. Good job, Lady Kanitha. Roll back a little bit and then come back and find a balance. That's always a great exercise. Roll back, engaging the abs. Gently roll back, engaging the abs. If you're in that position, you just feel like placing your feet on the ground, go ahead and do that too. Let's roll back and then back up. Or roll back with extended legs. Good, release. Good. Come all the way to a seated position. Great job. Keep your strap or your towel nearby in case you need it. We're going to extend just that right foot. Bring that left foot, tuck that left foot into the inside of your right groin. Square the body towards your right foot, toes facing up. Reach toward the sky, then lower over to a single-legged forward fold. Excellent. Try not to move too much because all you hear is the mic shear. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extend a little deeper if you're able. Just going to get those hips open. Good. Inhale, sit up to come out of the pose. Bring your feet together, front of the mat. Switch legs. Extend that left leg. Take that right foot, tuck it into that left groin. Square your shoulders and hips with that left leg. Reach up toward the sky. Beginning the bend with the lower back first. Reach forward, reach forward. And then finally bringing in the chest. Finally lowering the head. To the extent to which you can do it. We got you. Two more deep breaths there. Inhale to come out of the position, upright, both feet together. Pointing those toes toward the ceiling. Reaching up now, squaring those shoulders with your feet and reaching forward. Reaching forward and bending. Reaching toward those toes, those feet. For those who can grab those toes and grab around the outside of the feet, the bottom, the blade side of the feet, you can do that. Others, you can just rest in a slight fold. Feel the release coming in your hips and in your quads. This is the exact same forward fold that we did when we started the practice, when we were doing our vinyasa, when we were doing chaturanga. All of them come together now. That's why your body is relaxing now more, because you've warmed it up. Great job. Great job. This is action. You've been thinking, telling your body what to do. You've been taking action by moving on what your body is telling you to do, and you're doing it with purpose. Tap, baby. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Inhale to come out of the position. Lie all the way back on the mat. We're going to do a brief inversion here for those who want to do a headstand or a shoulder stand at this point. You can do it. Those of you who are advanced yogis or who have that in your practice, you can do that as well. For the rest of us, we're going to do bridge position. Bending both knees, bringing your heels toward the buttocks. Good. Find a pillow, find a block, find something that you can place under your lower back, above your tailbone, in the soft spot where it does not hurt or put pressure on your lumbar, your lower spinal area. There's a sweet spot just above your tailbone that you can rest on. And I want you to think about that as you grab something. Inhale, lifting those hips toward the ceiling as if I have a hook in your navel and I'm lifting you up to that highest space. Once you get to that highest space, go ahead and place your block or your pillow under your body. Tuck the chin to the chest. Do not look from left to right. If you hear a sound in your house or wherever you are, just ignore it because I don't want you to damage your spinal cord. So let's get the benefit of this position and use it as a restorative space. And that restorative space is very much about finding the stillness, allowing the breath to enter into the body, down through the chest, into the stomach, into the sides, into the hips, into the sacral area, into the root area, where we find the healing on purpose. Inhaling and exhaling. Take this position. Congratulating you for staying on purpose and in purpose. In your mind, check in with your body and ask yourself the question, are my feet facing forward continually, or are they tilted outward or inward? Make the adjustment. Am I still pressing my feet down into the grounded space of the mat? Because you should be. You're going to find a new level of activation there. My arms may be to my side, may be under my body, but are my palms pressing into the mat, still actively connecting? Are my shoulder blades flat on the mat? Yes. Are my hips lifted toward the ceiling? Yes. Am I feeling the engagement in my thigh muscles? Yes. In my hamstrings? Yes. In my glutes even? Yes. So all of that which I just said, take an inhale, lift yourself up off whatever you're resting on. Move what you were resting on out from under you. Hold that bridge position for another round of breath. Then exhale, lower yourself to the floor. Great job. Extend both feet toward the edges of the mat. Good. Now bending just the left knee, bringing the left heel towards your buttocks and then bringing that left knee towards your chest. Good. I want you to reach across your body with your right hand. Take your right palm, put it on the outside of your left knee. Then drop that left knee across the right side of your body. As you extend your left hand toward the opposite side of the room, and we're just going to sit in a supine or recline twist. And some people, like y'all got great twisting ability. I don't twist that well on the floor, but everybody's different. Some people, your knee is going to go all the way to the floor, but extend that right leg, keep it extended, and then look out over your left palm if you're able to. Turn your head to the left to get the full benefit of the position. Take an inhale to come back to neutral, and then we'll switch sides. Bringing those feet together, extending those legs. Now bending that right knee, reaching across your body with that left hand, grabbing that outside of that right knee, dropping now the inside of that right knee. toward the left side of your body, extending that right arm, opening the palm, and turning the head to look out over across your fingertips. Taking a deep breath, and then exhale, lowering yourself deeper into the pose. Again, one side of your body may be more flexible than the other, so give yourself some grace. A good twisting position will cleanse your kidneys. It will cleanse your intestinal system. So when you have to get up after Yoga Sunday, you may have to eliminate. There are many worse things to do than to have regular elimination. I'm so pleased to give you this gift, the gift that keeps on giving. We're cleansing those intestines, those lower intestines right now. Inhale, come out of the pose, both feet extended together at the edge of the mat. Good. Bending both knees, bringing the heels toward the buttocks now, bringing the feet together. And now dropping those knees toward the outer edges of the mat while keeping the bottoms of the feet together. You might want to get a strap and putting around your ankles to pull them a little closer to your body if you'd like a really good stretch and a really good opening in those hips. Dropping those knees toward the outer edges of the mat, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the stomach area so that you can feel the energy moving through your diaphragm. That is our reclined butterfly pose. In Sanskrit, Supta Baddha Konasana. Breathing in. Relax yourself and feel those hips opening on. If you need to, you can put a pillow underneath the outer edges of your thigh. Grab a pillow off the couch. If you're on the floor, or if you're sitting on the couch, if you're literally, you could. There's no excuse for not doing this. If you're sitting on that couch, you can literally, if you're sitting on that couch, you could place a block on the floor and do Supta Baddha Konasana like that. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. If you're sitting in the recliner watching and hearing and seeing this message go in motion, place it like that. And then press a little bit against there. That's simple yoga. All right? You might be on the couch and feel like you're going to do more of a cobbler's pose. I don't have much space, so if I fall off the chair, y'all laugh at me and keep going. Just like that. And everyone else, we're in the reclined position. Let's do it. Deep breath in. Exhale, extend the feet, straighten the legs, bring your hands to your sides, palms facing up. We have reached the final position where we receive the final information and the final energy. Shavasana, corpse pose. From this place, we are reborn again. Relax, close your eyes, take up your lights down. Whatever you need to be in a place of receiving, go ahead and do that now. Now from the space of Shavasana, we invite you to allow yourself to become conscious of your body again. Where you are in the world, wiggle your toes some. Good, wiggle your fingers. Now take a deep breath, roll over to your right side and just sit in the fetal position there. And from that space of the fetal position, embrace a spirit of gratitude. You made it through an awesome practice. Did everything that you needed to do. You've been rejuvenated, you've been reborn. Press yourself up to a seated position. From that position, hands at heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Let's give 3 ohms to close the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just an inhale and exhale here. Sitting straight, relaxing the palms, placing them on your knees or resting on the top of your knees, and receiving just a moment here of where we are thinking as we have concluded our practice. As we have concluded our practice in the space, thank you, Kai. As we have concluded our practice in the space today, I do want to remind us in this moment of what we were saying about tapping, thought, action, and purpose. And I want to remind you today that as you go forth, we are called on, as we aspire to higher things, we are called on. Oh, I'm sorry. I was at the wrong. Thank y'all for pointing. My kids caught me looking at the wrong camera. I love it. As we are aspiring in the space today to continue to reach high. If you remember that old story about the people of the earth building the big Tower of Babel to the sky so that they could know God, and then God confusing the languages so that they spoke so many different tongues that they couldn't do anything but babble, basically. When you think about this energy, we often aspire to be so high that we forget about what's going on in the ground. We forget about an opportunity to interact with each other. We forget about an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to grow and to tap in. So as we are in this space today, as we are tap in, as we are clear, I want you to think about what we've worked on this month. We've worked on thought, controlling our thoughts, making sure that we go forth in the world consciously, making sure that we assess what is right for us and what is not right for us, and not caring what other people think. We also take action in that space. That action is doing something. So this week, again, we want you to do something. Don't just meditate. Get up and do something with the revelation that you receive. Everything that you do in the world has something that comes with it. Put something good in the world. Offer the best you can. There are times when you offer something that is the best you can and people reject it. But it's not up to you to determine whether people are going to reject it or not, or to feel some kind of way, as we say, whether people reject it or not. Your offer, what you're putting in the world, comes from your heart, and you will receive according to what you place into the world. Then you operate in the space of purpose. And when you're operating in purpose, it can be a challenge, y'all. Trust me, I know, because your purpose is often out of alignment with what society wants you to be. There are people who align themselves with you because they see your talent, they see your energy, and they want to draw you into your purpose. It's fine to travel on the road with other people. Keeps us from being lonely. But you have to first make sure you know that you are on your road and you are on your path to purpose. And as I close this message, as your body now has opened itself to hearing these words, to receiving this download, I'm going to point out something about progress when we're working on purpose. Progress exists over a period of time. You got to stop kicking yourself in the teeth if you're not where you think you're supposed to be. If you've ever seen an automobile, I was blessed with an automobile this week. So grateful to learn the mechanism and to know what's going on. But if I had to run into that automobile in Detroit or wherever it was manufactured, and I would have expected to be able to travel far in the automobile when it was just a frame on the assembly line, then my expectations would be in the ditch. I wouldn't know what to do. You're not going to go stand on the beginning of an assembly line and see the frame of a car and get angry that you can't drive it, because you know it's just in the early stages of development. Don't be angry at yourself because you're still in the early stages of development, or you're in the middle stages of development, or you tried something and it didn't work out. Guess what? You are a work in progress, and your purpose is working in progress. So if you meditated and you were operating in a high space and you went somewhere and somebody pulled you down, don't criticize yourself. Just say, hey, I'm still in the assembly line. And I'm not exactly where I'm going to be when I'm going to end this, but I am on the assembly line. I am actively every day receiving pieces and parts that are going to make me who I am, that are going to keep me in a space of purpose, and I am here for it. Focus on that instead of focusing on the negative and the things that detract from who you're supposed to be. We're all a work in progress. And that beautiful creation that you are every single day is something that is going to change the world in a powerful way. But if you get distracted through self-critique and self-criticism and self-condemnation, you're never going to recognize that when you roll off that assembly line, oh my God, the places you will go. Tap in. Tap it, baby. Thought, action, purpose. So it is spoken, so it is received, so it is. For the practice and for the message, the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. In the language of Sanskrit, we say it. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right. We love y'all. We love y'all in the space today, and we're very grateful for you all in the space today. We've got everything now that you can come back to, which includes the chat box. We got a few minutes where you can chat it out if you're at home to let people know you're there. Again, even through the technical difficulties, we got through a great day today. And I want to thank you all for being here in the space. I want to thank you all for being with us online. I want to thank the tech crew for navigating and managing things. I want to thank Sister Kenitha for not freaking out when I was sound bathing her and didn't see that block. I didn't see that block. Kenitha was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, no. Be aware, I'm a work in progress. I'm still on the assembly line when it comes to not seeing blocks in the dark. That's how it works. So next week, we pick up our 10 virtues. Y'all know, if y'all have been a part of this 10-part series, you all know there have been some amazing revelations and downloads that have come out of it. So I want you to join us next week for traditional standard service, although it's a fifth Sunday.
It's the fifth Sunday, so we get to work. We get to have some great things coming out. So I hope to see many of you in person here at the Infinity Fellowship. Make plans ahead of time to be here. We're going to pick up with the fourth principle and keep moving through. We're going to move all the way through October, recognizing that even through the ashes that we face in our life, we rise, we rise, we rise. We love you guys. Say hello to us in the chat. Christina, good to have you. Tyrell, I see you. Johnny, I see you. Tashana, I see everybody. And share the stream. People can do Yoga Sunday at midnight, and some people do. But we love you. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, aka Rev Jeff. I love you guys. It's a fact you cannot change. We'll see you in the Infinity Fellowship, live or in person, or on the Infinite Life stream next week. Peace and blessings and power.